Hello, everyone. Good morning from the Hong Kong Exhibition and Convention Center. I'm not sure if I said it right, but I think it's also, or it can be, Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center. We are live and very much alive here in Hong Kong. You can see in my back, this is the wonderful view of the Hong Kong side. And if we switch to this, we can see the beautiful view of Chim Sa Choi. So Chim Sa Choi or Kowloon side, and this is the Hong Kong side where the iconic Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center is located. So this is day 4, ladies and gentlemen, right? Day 4 of the Hong Kong Book Fair, the biggest book fair here in Asia. For our friends in North America that are watching, a very good evening to you. Perhaps for those that are laying in their bed, you know, it's almost a good night to you. But hey, it is a Friday night for everyone, and we will make sure that we will be here. So if you can't sleep, if you're out, if you're about, just getting home from dinner, just um, I don't know, probably traveling back to your hotel. If you're in summer break, we're gonna be with you again live here at the Hong Kong Book Fair at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center. So this book fair, well, it's not just a plain book fair because although there's 2 levels, huge levels of books and authors and people in our industry, there's also one floor of food. So there's actually a food fair, right? So how interesting is that? The biggest book fair with the biggest food fair in one exhibition hall. So people are pumped up. People have, are really energized. Have the rush, the sugar rush from the food fair, picking the wonderful books. Going around with their family members, loved ones, and we are very excited that the organizers of this book fair has actually promoted beyond Hong Kong City, but they also made sure that the Greater Bay Area here in Hong Kong is aware and is invited. So we've seen an influx of folks from the neighboring cities, folks from the neighboring islands come converge here at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center. So again, we are day 4, live, alive, and kicking, and roaring to show you and showcase the book titles, the authors, and of course, the spectators or the fair goers. Why don't we go in? Or do you want a last view of the Hong Kong island? Beautiful island, guys. This is the concrete jungle of Asia, right? If there's New York back home, I'm still in the concrete jungle, but in Asia. So Kowloon and Chim Sa Choi, or the Kowloon side. And currently, we are standing, in the middle of the Hong Kong side. So skyscrapers are just, towering over this beautiful city. The Bay of Hong Kong and the Hong Kong Bay also gives us that cool feel. Very humid, but not uncomfortable, right? Because the AC from the building, the breeze, and weather has been very erratic. And as I've mentioned during day 1, the only thing permanent here in Hong Kong is our energy to show your books. Rain come and go, the sunshine come and go, but we are here to stay, to entertain you, and to be with you, to make sure that you will know our books, you will know our authors, because after all, at Readers Magnet, we share your stories with the world. Come on over. So this is the Hong Kong Book Fair. Again, 5 floors. 2 floors are actually dedicated to the book fair. The third floor, or the third level, is a whole slew of wonderful food that is being offered also for the fair goers. But wait, there is more, because there's also a um, sports exhibit that 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 really showcases for the enthusiasts the new technology for sports. So we're going up. We're going up again. Two levels of this grand convention center is dedicated to only books. Um, One level is for food, and the last level is for sports technology, sports gadgets, sports gizmos, and whatnot. So very interesting combination that's happening. But again, this exhibit that's going to run um, for 4 more days is really highlighting what we have for books. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is, if you're in Hong Kong, if you know anyone here in Hong Kong, oh, we do have free tickets. We do have free tickets. So, folks back home, when I say home, that's New York, but I can also say home in America. So, folks from New York or America, California, whatnot, the 50 states, Hawaii, Alaska. If you know folks here in Hong Kong that will need tickets to come enjoy two huge floors. Hello, hello. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go. For 2 floors of books, and we have 1 floor of food, right, sir? Yeah. All right. So, um, so brace yourself. For those who have only joined us now, my name is John. I'm from the Readers Magnet team. I'm with Fred over here, the energetic Fred, and he's just helping us. He used to for the past 3 days he was in the backstage. Now he's with us. Fred, come here. Say hi. Say hi, bud. See
Hi everyone.
my buddy over here has is helping us broadcast this. So if you know anyone like I know Fred that would be interested, I think we have more or less 24 tickets, Fred.
Yeah,
24
we got
tickets.
plenty of tickets
And
for us to give away.
and tickets are just virtual. So again, anyone from New York or the East Coast, East Coast from Maine to Florida, up to the West from Alaska. Well, not Alaska. Let's start from Seattle, from Washington down to California. We have 23 more tickets for today and tomorrow, which is really the highlight of the book fair. Email us, send us a direct message, comment below, like, follow, subscribe, but comment that you'd want a ticket, and we can send it via Messenger on Facebook, or we can really send it via email, right, Fred?
Right.
Okay, so talking about the 3 days, because we started day one on Wednesday,
Yeah.
right? You were not here, right? And you were still helping us in the backstage, but you observed, right? You observed the madness. You observed how energetic people were. When I say madness, this is obviously in a good way, right? So, what were your observations, Fred, in day one?
Actually, I was really overwhelmed, not just to the crowd, but as well as to the place. Indeed, this is the biggest book fair here in Asia. I've met a lot of people that are really into books. We have a lot of book rooms going around, and this place is simply amazing. I
Yeah.
can't find the exact word to really describe it. It's just wonderful.
So you were overwhelmed already in the first 3 days, but the weekend has just started.
Yes.
I'm telling you, the amount of people today and the amount of people tomorrow for Saturday and Sunday uh, will, will just equal the amount of people that you saw from day one to day three, right? So very exciting, very exciting. We met a lot of authors, and we've also met a lot of people in the same industry. And when you are with peers, you are with colleagues, you are with friends, you basically feel like one humongous giant and really big living room over here at the Hong Kong Book Festival. So again, we are at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center. Okay, we are at Wan Chai here in the Hong Kong side. Um, of the city, the Hong Kong island, and we invite friends. Again, if you know anyone that would be interested, you normally pay, but we have 23, 23 more tickets to give today and tomorrow. Email us, send us a message so that again we can email. I'm gonna repeat this until the 23 slots for today and tomorrow will be given off. So a lot of children's books, a lot of self-help books, a lot of well, we have 4 cookbooks. My dear friend Ellie um, has a great cookbook, but it also has um, sister or brother cookbooks. So we have a lot of cookbooks. We have a lot of self-help books. We have a lot of children's books and science fiction, nonfiction, memoirs. You name it, we got it. We are representing the indie or self-publishing industry in this huge publishing space. All right, and as part of Hong Kong's commitment to culture, as part of Hong Kong's commitment to the arts, this book fair is heavily pushed, heavily promoted by not only the government sector, Fred, but also by the private sector. How great is that?
You know, as what you've mentioned, John, this convention center is not just a hotspot for arts, and it is indeed a hotspot of arts and culture here in Asia. When we get inside, we'll be able to see a lot of publishers, a lot of merchants that are there showcasing the works of different artists from all over the world. And of course, Reader's Magnet is here to bring the best book titles from the US here in Hong Kong.
Yep. USA, we represent. All right. So couldn't be prouder to be American today. There's only a few of us, probably 10 or 11 booths that represent the USA, and we're one of them. We're one of the chosen ones by the Hong Kong Book Fair Organization, and we are going to represent our country well.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Okay. So why don't we take them to just around before we land in our booth and show them the energy, make them feel that they're actually here, show them the great um, smiling faces and awesome attitude of our brothers here in Asia. A lot of expats here, folks. A lot of expats from America, from Europe. Truly and indeed, the melting pot of Asia. So melting pot, concrete jungle, things that New York really owns in the U.S. Here in Asia, you find it here in Hong Kong.
And what are we waiting for? You guys are excited?
Absolutely, right?
All right,
Okay, let's go,
let's
Fred.
go.
So, folks, again, there's thousands of exhibitors. We're just entering Hall C, and we're only going to take you around Hall C. But there is A, B, C, D, right? So you can see from here, Fred. All right, we see that up to my left over there. Yeah, we will see a slew of folks just dying to find and see things for books are. So books in all languages, books in English, books in Mandarin, books in different languages. So just a quick bird's eye view, right? This is the whole. This is the whole floor. This is just the whole third floor. There's 2 of these for the book fair. Okay, and if we look for Reader's Magnet, we are here. We are at 1C, 1CC3. Where are we, Fred? Uh, Over here. You can zoom that. Very strategic, ladies and gentlemen. Right? It's a hallways. People converge There's the restroom, and there's even the the food stall over there. So my friends, my dear friends, or my dear authors of Reader's Magnet, your books are displayed really well with a lot of traffic, right? Look at this. My goodness. It's really a market of books, a market of books, ladies and gentlemen. Books galore. You smell books, you feel books, you can touch books, and gosh, right? Um, books, so many books. Let's go, let's go. There's music, there's people from all walks of life. There are a lot of things that you can do, you can see, and you can actually feel. Stickers are also there, and just a lot of collections. Very very interesting setup by other publishers. They like to show videos, showcase more culture. Gosh, this place is really the Disneyland of the Disneyland of book lovers. Look, even the government um, ha- have their own booths, right? The different departments of the government have books. So really, I'm telling you, this place is where you should bring your book. We have definitely a lot of Asians in America, but our stories can also resonate with Asians beyond America, right? So again, a lot of options for all of us, a lot of things that we can see around us. So over here, there's even a lot of comics, a lot of things, and a lot of featured authors, and featured gadgets that help us become uh, more literate, yeah, or more educated. So I can go on and on, but I want you to see, right? I want you to see how the globe or how the world has actually been resized and really captured into one exhibition hall. Obviously, we can only see one exhibition hall, but this is really a huge exhibition hall that will take you literally 20 minutes to walk from end to end. I kid you not, folks. We are just in one section of this happening place. And it's packed, it's full, there's no vacant stall. There's just all sorts of books, from comic books to all the genres of Reader's Magnet, to every single thing, right? You can learn culture, you can learn fashion, you can learn gosh, if you even want to learn the alphabet, children's books for all types of kids, from toddlers, from preschoolers, and whatnot. Again, represent representing uh, each culture, and representing basically each country of the world. So very very proud of this event. This is our second time here at Hong Kong to be, live. By the way, there are magazines. Let's go. There are magazines, and there are also a lot of print things that will, that will spark every culture. So again, we're just taking you around one area of this massive floor. So this area is uh, very very busy. If you see the busyness and the craziness in a good way of this area, you should witness. And if I can only bring you to the other floor, where really it's exclusive to children's books, and there's a huge playground over there. You will also see um, a lot of options there. So talks in English, talks in Mandarin, talks in Japanese, talks in Cantonese, talks in um, Spanish, and almost every single language can actually be heard and seen here, with interesting authors, interesting interesting people that just enjoy the books. They don't even have to be authors, but they still have a story to tell. And again, let me go back to what Readers Magnet believe is that we share your stories with the world. So this is the world. You see the world here in Hong Kong. You see how crazily, awesome and busy this world can be. This is just the beginning. We just opened, ladies and gentlemen. So if you look at the various things, oh my God! Look, they're even selling pens over here, right? I think my son will like this. I think his friends in his pre-K school will like it. So, you know, um, great things, and at a bargain. So again, this is not just a happy place for books, but this is a happy place for school supplies and anything and everything that will make us want to read, make us want to write, make us want to dream, make us want to do sort of anything and everything that we ever wish for. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, books or reading a book is really an escape. And and an escape, not because we'd really want to, um, avoid reality, because at the end of the day, we can really have to, or we really have to go back to reality. But at the end of the day, if you read a book, it's an escape, a learning escape, an enjoying escape, and really, just like a movie, or even better than a movie, it it brings you to a different world, to a different journey. And look at this. These are all book enthusiasts in the most bustling city in Asia, right? Again, uh, you have a lot of people from different cultures, from different countries, from different races, all brought together for the love of books. How great is that? Now, when we go around, oh, I think we're 1C, right? So we're over there. We missed we missed our turn, but so what, right? Because like this morning, wow, we would really want to show you how great and how big this book fair can be. Ah, popular books, known books, very established authors can be seen here, but you can also see, again, wonderful books. We are 1C, right? And I think we're just over here. New books, old books, uh, popular authors, and again, every single kind. Books with pens, pens with books. It, it's just awesome, right? And what do you know? I see Readers Magnet LLC. Come on. We are at 1CC37 Readers Magnet. So a lot of children's books. This is it. We are here in our booth in what we call your gateway, your literary gateway to the USA. So I thank everyone for following me, from the great view outside, from the recap of day ones, two, three. We are in the fourth day of this awesome book fair, the Hong Kong Book Festival at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, showcasing over a hundred book titles and showcasing over 100 authors from America to Asia, live, alive, displayed magnificently here at the Hong Kong Book Fair. Okay, so for now, we will take a break. And after this break, we're going to introduce some of our team members. You've met Fred already. We have Bob and we have friends that many of you have interacted and engaged through, through email. You'll see them live here as they are helping us. They flew in directly from San Diego to help me out here. I haven't seen them in the States because obviously I'm from New York, and easily we just met up here because you know how flights are just open, and to see and to assist in promoting or sharing your stories with the world. So people in the backstage, Mark, thank you for what you do already. Okay, and who else is in um
Kel and Maria.
Kel, Kel,
Kel
and
and Maria.
Maria. Okay, hello Kel, hello Maria.
Alexis.
Alexis, oh my goodness, the most creative content creator that we have. Hello, Alexis. But Kiel, I haven't met Kiel yet. I haven't met you, Maria, also. But it's never too late to say hi and thank you to you. So I think Mark, we can go on an commercial so that we can get the team ready and we can introduce live the team that is helping us today, tomorrow, up to Tuesday of next week. Thank you.
Hello again, everyone, to all our viewers. Ni hao. Day 4 of the Hong Kong Book Fair, and Reader's Magnet is here to share your story with the world. And right now, we have with us Bob Marquez, one of the supervisors here at Reader's Magnet. Hey, Bob.
Hey, good.
How are
Hi.
you?
I'm so excited today. This is our first day here at Hong Kong Book Fair. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just really excited to talk to readers and some authors as well to meet them.
Aha.
Hello, everyone. Ni hao.
Ni hao. And I think you have been really enjoying your time here. Am I
Very
right?
much. Yes, so
Yes,
much.
so
I
much.
cannot say anything. It's really like there's a huge crowd here, a lot of people, thousands of people here at Hong Kong Book Fair.
Mhm. Yes,
A lot of buying of books, really.
yes. So as I've said, Bob is a supervisor. I think you have already met a lot of authors, right? As a publishing consultant yourself, how many years have you been doing this, Bob?
Almost 8 years already
8 years
consultant.
as a
Publishing
consultant.
and marketing consultant.
Oh
And the
wow.
supervisor, like about 4 years,
Uh
I'd say.
huh.
The coach and supervisor just got promoted.
Oh
Yeah,
wow. That is such a long time for doing this.
very.
It must have been very, your passion. It has really been your passion, helping out authors, right?
I'd say yes, of course. I'm also looking forward of what is really my purpose in life. And I think
Mm-hmm.
being a consultant is not really about just talking to authors and having this and that, but it's
Mm.
about helping authors to have a little push to
Mm.
make their book writings published
Mhm.
and to at least help them with their marketing, how to share
Okay.
with the world.
All right. Speaking of, I believe we have authors watching us right now. Might not be live because in the US it's already around, almost early morning, midnight, right? But, I think I know some of the authors have questions in their minds that maybe you can answer right now. So let me start with the first question. So if I were a new author and I have just published my book, I went through the entire, publishing process.
Okay.
Now, my question is, what's next? How do I, just like what Reader's Magnet is always saying, you should share your story with the world. How do I get to have my story shared with the world, Bob?
Well, back then, 10 years ago, it was easy to them to publish a book and find a company that would help them to create that book, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then company may provide different kinds of marketing strategies.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, there's like options for the authors
Mm.
to do it themselves, right? And marketing the book would really like an option for them to choose the right company. So we have Amazon Publishing, do it yourself, and us one of the options for the author to market their book, especially with how they can really make sure that they're not wasting their time, their energy, and their money, right? To give them, I mean, as in there, our job as a consultant is find the right author, help them in a little push to do something about the book. And
Mm.
it's not just about really giving the right marketing
Mm.
strategies. We can always do that. We have all the means of giving them digital promotion, a traditional way of marketing.
Mm.
But it's about earning their trust of how we can get the trust is really the challenge because that's something that we really want to establish first.
Yes.
And we have a lot of credentials we can show online.
Mm.
Better Business Bureau, we have Trust Filed, excellent report, and we're not perfect. We are not aiming for perfection. We just really have to like learn from every mistakes that we have. But one thing is for sure, Readers Magnet is one of the best company when it comes to publishing marketing.
So if you are saying you have 8 years of experience, I'm so sure you have spoken to countless authors from around the world, perhaps from every genre. Can you share with us some of the, success stories or, your experience as a whole in helping out authors get their books to be noticed by, the reading, their targeted um, audience as well?
Watching authors, being the event, for example, in a book fair, like us doing the international shows like
Mhm.
Germany, like London, or
Mm,
let's
yeah.
say we have Guadalajara, Mexico. We also have national shows like California. We have
Mm.
before we had Miami Book Fair, we have Tucson, New Orleans for Library of Congress. We also have New York City Tribeca show, Saratoga
Soon.
Springs, and all soon. Yes, but when it comes to giving the success they need, I think it's something to do with the effort and
Mm.
and how they would really justify their book. Because at the end of the day, it's always the decision of the readers, right? But I really appreciate authors who are really willing to commit. They have the commitment towards the book and willing to really spend their time and energy and also their money to do something about it. Success may differ when it comes to the goal. May it be sales, may it be really just sharing the book with the world and be discovered. But one thing is for sure, as long as you have the right company to work with you, I believe this is going to be really a successful, work venture as a writer, as an author.
Right. And another question that they might have is marketing a book expensive?
Dream doesn't have a price. That's as the saying goes. And when you are with the best company, just like ReadersMagnet, we are not really expensive. I should tell you that. If you guys research all the services online, search Google advertising, social media marketing, these kind of services really will spend you a lot of money, thousands of dollars every year. I mean, every month, I'd say. So our services are really efficient, cost effective, and also we provide reports after so that you will be able to see and track the progress of your marketing. So I would say it's not expensive. It's just really, for me, it's economical. It's very efficient.
Efficient. And efficient, and is it also effective?
Effective when it comes to giving them the right service, providing what they promise. Effective because we see numbers of people watching and checking authors online, may it be website, may it be social media, may it be book fairs. Effectiveness for me is something to do with numbers, right? And when it comes to numbers, we definitely want to gauge, we definitely want to track that. And these are clicks, impressions online. And we saw a lot of authors very happy. I don't want to name names, maybe hundreds, maybe we don't really know, but this is really something that I'm really fulfilled of.
Yeah.
Giving the right, the right thing to do, which is really to help authors.
Okay, guys, we have questions here.
All right. We have questions from our viewers.
What is that?
All right. Bob,
Yes.
as a publishing industry figure, how do you deal with authors who are quite skeptical to the marketing strategies that you offer?
I always respect them. I always feel them and hear them, because these types of authors might be because they have experienced a lot of, promises from previous companies.
Yeah.
May be because they're very discouraged already.
Yeah.
Or some new authors that would be skeptical because it's online, digital, and maybe somehow they would talk to someone that's going to just get their money or the scam thingy. But I always let them feel and give them the best services, the best advice, and if it's really something very important for me to show who we are, so we can really just give them the Better Business Bureau, give them all the videos we publish, give them all these people. Authors are very happy with Readers Magnet. I think that's the best thing to do.
Yeah. And the fact that you're here in the flesh, you're not just a
I'm
voice.
just here now. I'm gonna show it to you now.
Say hi to some of your
I have
authors, your first
books here.
names.
Yeah, I'm just so proud that all of my authors, most of them are really here.
How I wish you get to be with Bob here. Maybe you'll see him again some other time. But yeah, we also have the upcoming, by the way, Printers Row Lit Fest this September. And of course, our very own Readers Magnet Book Confab in Chicago this September. So if you want to see more of the Readers Magnet team, and of course, if you want to see us, do the talking for you, if you won't be able to make it, well, this is the way to go. Bob here has been sharing a lot of the books here to the readers. We even have interpreters or an interpreter who would go around and ask questions, and if they have questions about the book in their own language, then the interpreter helps us. So we go that far in really sharing the stories with the world. All right, and by the way, we're also live in YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
That's right.
So Bob, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's such a delight having you here. Bob will be here until the closing, right?
Till Tuesday.
On Tuesday. And today is just the fourth day We have a couple of authors visiting us as well today. But for now, thank you so much for tuning in. And again, as we say here at Readers Magnet, we share your story with the world. All right, and we are back. And I have with me right now a familiar face to most of our viewers. I would like to say since Seoul International Book Fair, but I know we have a new set of viewers just for today. And I would like to make another introduction for those who don't know our special guest for today, our guest author, Mr. Malta Neil Schultz. Did I pronounce it
You
correctly?
pronounce it perfectly.
Love it. Thank you so much. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited. It's like the fourth day at the show today, and yeah, it's like it keeps the masses keep coming in. It's amazing.
You're bringing the sunshine today.
I will always bring the sunshine.
Yeah.
I never travel without sunshine.
Love it. All right, so Malta, again, if we have new viewers, I think they would love to get to know more about you before we talk about your book. So we have a few questions for you. Are we back? Okay. Well, we're sorry for the interruption. We're live, that's why. But yeah, as we were saying earlier, Malta was introducing himself being a social entrepreneur. So let's continue that. So you were helping individuals, of course, raise awareness about the environment while getting into that business,
Yeah,
mindset.
yeah, absolutely. So, as I said, I started my own toy company almost 10 years ago now, and it is solving a social cause. In that case, it's ocean plastic pollution. We're using the toys as a vehicle to teach kids and families how to stop ocean plastic pollution. And through that journey, I kind of like really discovered everything what it means to be an entrepreneur and add a social cause to it. So now, kind of like the lessons I learned, the hard lessons I learned, I'm trying to teach other aspiring entrepreneurs. Or we did a workshop actually in the Philippines in Manila last month with students, just giving them the idea, being that voice that I wish I heard when I was that age, and giving the idea of entrepreneurship and attaching a social cause to it. I think there's nothing more beautiful than solving a problem and making money for yourself.
Right. That's perfect. I mean, we all enjoy nature. We all enjoy being in the beach, but sometimes it pains us to see, waste lying around. But now you see those waste not just as trash, but as money, right?
Yeah,
If ever a
absolutely.
business
Well, that's
opportunity.
the thing, like it's there are so many nonprofits out there, and I'm a big believer we just don't need another nonprofit, right? It's businesses what can solve all the big causes, right? Because at the end of the day, someone has to pay for it. Just because you call it a nonprofit doesn't mean you don't have to earn money, right? Someone in our society, in our world, money makes the world go round.
It
So, and
does.
if you define and if you are able to build a business model that kind of is self-sustainable and sustainable in terms of the business is sustainable, not of the environment, then I think you really have the perfect scenario to solve something. And it's not just only, for me, it's ocean plastic, it's the environment, but there's so many other social causes that need to be solved, right? Gender equality, poverty, they're just to name a few. And I just really want to encourage everyone for the things they are passionate about to find a way to really live that.
That is the dream. Living out your passion
Living out your passion.
day in, day out. And you mentioned again that you have just started your journey as well. Alongside, those wonderful things that you mentioned, you're starting your journey as an author. And what year did you start that journey?
So the journey of me writing is now 3 years back, although we just recently published this May. That's when the book came out. But the first initial draft I wrote in March 2021, right? So, and as maybe fellow authors can relate or writers can relate, it writing the first draft is only half the battle, right? So like the real thing comes in with the editing, and that's kind of like what literally took me almost 3 years to do that. I tried to go the traditional way of finding a publisher, but I learned how the publishing world has kind of changed over the last couple of decades. So that's why I decided to do the self-published route for now. And release the book on Amazon. It's available on Amazon as a Kindle and a paperback version.
So you were saying as well earlier, well, before we got cut off, that while you were, your intent in writing the book is really, at first for yourself. You were in that situation wherein you felt like you were looking for how to, make things better for yourself.
Yeah,
Can you share more about it?
Exactly. So for me, I come from a belief system. If you want to learn something, study it. If you want to understand it, teach it, right? And writing is something where you really have to dive into the material, and learn about it. So for me, I was struggling, a little bit. The business was not doing too well at that time. Was kind of like, in the midst of COVID. So everything was a little bit, when all of us, I want to say, kind of like really thought about their purpose in life. And really what is the important things. And I turned to those self-improvement books, to those self-help books, and it helped. It helped, kind of like, this is, where you want to be, this is the best version of yourself, those are the things you have to do. But for me, there was a part missing, like, why do I want to change out of that, right? And I feel no one really addressed that. And I think the best way to tell negative things is if you do it in a humoristic way, right? So, and I have a really sarcastic humor. So, and that's kind of like when I started writing it, and it really started with a couple of friends. We turned all those typical sayings of, live your best life in the opposite. Live your worst life. Carpe diem. I'm carpe diem. It's so kind of like how it all started. And then I, looked into that. What do those typical sayings really mean? Is it just words or what is behind it? And then dove into it and wrote a chapter about all those typical sayings, and that's what's created the art of self-destruction.
How many of those sayings do you have in your book again?
We have 50 articles of self-destruction. So if you follow all of them, your life certainly will go down the drain.
Which drain? Drain to better self.
Well, that's a fun thing, right? So we're using reverse psychology, so it actually makes you better. So we secretly make you better through reverse psychology and humor.
Yeah, because if we're told not to do something, that's definitely what we're going to do as adults. Or sometimes, we always ask, why do I have to do it? What's in it for me? And I think this book really has hit that spot. And let me get a copy of your book, though.
Yeah. So it really comes, like
I've
always been the crazy kid, right? Like I love museums, and my mom, like she, when I was little, she got crazy because I was the one who was like, "Do not touch." Ooh, let's touch, right?
Yeah.
So, but this is how our brain works, folks.
It does. And along with actually the articles are very interesting, maybe because I'm a very visual person. I saw yesterday the illustrations in Malta's book. It really, I'm so sure it is also well thought of. So can you share, your process as well of, along with the article or the illustration. So were you the one who drew this, or someone helped you?
Someone helped me. There's an artist behind that. She's from Sri Lanka, and it really is amazing. But I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Casey Turner.
Casey.
Casey, you were the one who gave me the ideas with getting an illustration for all of the different articles. So I just want to incorporate some visual with it, right? Something like that is catchy, that gets away right away. So you can even look at that as have a laugh at the illustration. So it's really, each article is kind of captured in one drawing.
And I tell you, everyone, it never fails. Since yesterday, every time Malta gets to talk to someone about his book, it never fails to make them not just smile, but laugh.
Yeah.
And you're doing everybody here in Hong Kong a favor. Maybe they've had such a long day, a heavy day, and drop by our booth to have something light that can also help you, disrupt your life.
Yeah, and that's frankly for me was why I really wanted to release it. As I said, I wrote the initial draft in 2021, and then last year I tore my meniscus, and I was kind of out of commission for 2 months. I'm a really agile person, you've seen me, right?
Yeah.
I barely can sit down, right?
Yeah.
But then I was forced to sit down.
Oh wow.
So and then I kind of went back to the book, and spent a lot of time with Casey, who gave me the idea for the drawings, and kind of revisit everything, right? And then the beginning of this year, my intention was this needs to come out because the people need it, right? The self-improvement is it's great, everyone should live their best life. This is more like a gentle kick in the butt to get you out of your rut.
Yeah. The way I see it as well is, you need to learn something, and you need to smile each day. So maybe, get one article each day and, smile. Sometimes we forget that we haven't smiled in a day. So, yeah, this is also one way to look at, how Malte was able to incorporate that in his book. So, yeah, why don't you go ahead and invite everyone, Malta, to visit us here at Hong Kong Book Fair, and, of course, grab a copy of your book.
Yeah, absolutely. So the book is available on Amazon for you viewers online who cannot visit us in Hong Kong. Go on Amazon, The Art of Self-Destruction. You have the Kindle version available there, and the sexy paper print you can order in participating countries, I have to say. Not everyone has the print on demand. But if you are in Hong Kong, stop by our booth. We are at C1, C31. And come by. We have only a few copies left. So make sure to come. I brought over 100 copies. I think we're down to the last 15. So hurry up. The show is going on for 4 more days. The weekend is super busy. I don't know if you're been able to show around, but the halls are packed. So stop on by the ReadersMagnet booth in the Hong Kong Convention Center at C31.
Right. And I'm so sure some of you are used to Malta reading an article, you giving us a number. Stay tuned this afternoon. We will definitely do that for you. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Malta.
Thank you, guys. See you later. Thank you.
Good day. Look at you, bro. I like to Hang loose.
Let me just.
Doon ako. Is my mic on? Can you hear me from my mic? No.
Butangin mic si Doctor. Doctor.
I think they are about to, like they did not do it yet.
Let me just transfer this one to Doctor. Okay? Excuse me, Doctor. Let me just put your
Okay.
put your mic, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the second line. The third one is that the worm. You know, the worm is on the
Yeah, on
the worm, the canker, and the grief are mine alone. That's Lord Byron. He regretted and he died. So why would we have to wait for that? We can ask God, save me, Lord, forgive my sins. You know, I'm human and I have sins. Maybe you have a hatred with somebody, or you telling lies, or whatever. That's sinful. So the best thing is get this book. You know, like can you see? So when you get this book online, you know, you'll be able to. I don't have copies. We have only 2 copies here. So yes. So get the book online. You know, if you like, you can have this. Also, this is a percent.
Okay.
So when you get this online, you see my name, and then you see the second book. The second book is there. It's not this. It's a smaller one. You know, you will enjoy it when you read.
Amazon. I'm
And
Amazon
pray.
seller.
And you
We
pray
will check
also.
it later.
Okay. You from here?
No,
From
we from
Shenzhen,
Shenzhen. It's
China.
China mainland.
Mainland
Mainland.
China.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We can
It-
travel to
It's
here.
not far from here.
it's not far from.
Okay.
But,
Okay. So you are Buddhist, Buddha.
Buddhism.
Food.
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Try this.
Try this.
But actually, my
contact me.
grandmother is a Christian.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So that's my email there. Email. You can email me. You know.
Email?
Yeah. You can email me.
Here.
Yeah, that's email,
Oh,
telephone. You know.
This is your
Which one you have?
Oh, okay.
Okay. And your name?
Your name?
My name is Juliana.
Juliana.
Yeah.
My name is Monica.
Monica.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. I will contact you when I go back to US.
Okay.
So that's why I want to know. Maybe how do I contact you?
I leave my email to you.
Okay. Let me write it down. Let me get it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Here.
Yeah, you can.
My name is Juliana. My telephone.
我要拿一个书，
不拿了，我们要买那么多吗？
我就买不了那么多嘛。但我
这个要不要买？
手上拿的，这个它是有比较有意思，对不对？
我不知道。
Okay. Write your own.
Monica，你帮我拿一下。哦，too happy。
我的东西也在他那里。 How much is this book?
This online is just like I think it's like $10,
$10.
something like that. You know. It's not expensive.
哦，你要 email 啊？
你留个 email 吧，留电话打一打不通。
我也觉得。
你还带了2个手机吗？
对呀、我都有点忘了我自己的 email。
You are friends, sister?
We are just friends.
Oh, okay.
他说我们俩是姐妹。
哦，哎，我有点忘记我的了。
You invite me to China. Beijing.
You have already.
No. Not yet. I want to come.
Yeah, if you come, you can come.
Okay.
With
It's not mine.
my bad.
Thank you so much. Okay, let me put this back. Okay. Oh, I need to hold it, right?
Yes. Or I'll hold it for you.
Oh, okay.
You want to hold it?
Okay. You can hold it if you want.
Okay, I'll hold it for you.
Okay.
Stay
Stay here or here?
Or do we wait for them to?
Okay.
Mic test. Mic test. All right. Mic test. Okay. All right. So, how was the experience so far? Good morning, Dr. Fidare.
Good morning. How are you?
I saw that you were busy talking to some of our visitors here at the booth. How's the experience so far?
Yeah, they, had pictures with us, and they had some questions with some explanations to them.
Yeah.
So,
Are you enjoying yourself here at Hong Kong Book Fair?
well, yeah, seeing people, interacting with people
Yeah.
is just so wonderful.
Yeah.
Especially when there is this diverse people.
Very diverse because
they come
this venue or this event is not just limited to people who live here in Hong Kong. Just like I think they
they're
came
from
all
China.
the mainland
Yes,
China,
exactly.
right?
Mhm.
And a lot of people have been traveling. I've met someone yesterday from Taiwan.
Mhm.
So people really make an effort to come here at Hong Kong Book Fairs, a Hong Kong Book Fair, and especially it's such a treat for them to see the author of the book. That's why earlier those two ladies were so happy to
They're so
really
excited.
meet an author in the flesh,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So
exactly.
more to come. Today is one of the really busy days here at Hong Kong Book Fair. It's a weekend. So we're staying here until 10 p.m. And we expect that that Dr. Fadari will really get to meet more readers, talk about his book while, having fun here at the Hong Kong Book Fair. But how's your experience so far here at Hong Kong? Have you gone around, explored yourself?
Yeah, outside, in the city,
Mhm.
Hong Kong,
Yeah.
downtown.
Mhm.
See, I saw a lot of things, people, restaurants, and big, magnificent buildings, and it reminds me of New York. And
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
wow,
Where you used to be, right?
in New York, for years and years.
Yeah.
So it's just wonderful. If you live in New York City,
Yeah.
which is Manhattan,
Yeah.
and you come to live in Hong Kong,
Yes.
you will see little difference, especially because of the skyline.
The skyline,
Yeah,
yes.
and they have this beautiful landscape too.
Mm-hmm.
With a backdrop of mountain ridges and
Beautiful.
water.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah. So I can see that there are a lot of books here. There are many, many books here. Different, publications. So we are US,
Yeah.
and we have books here, but others, Taiwan, other countries.
Yeah.
They just so many, many, many.
Yeah.
And what is amazing is the people, the crowd. I mean, this is greater than those are in the stadium. We just falling on end. We just on queue. we said it on the line.
I'm getting goosebumps because what he's really saying is, what we're feeling here right now, right? I mean, this is just one floor, but this is so huge. Before the event starts, I don't know if you've been here, people are lining up, really waiting to come in. So they prepare an entire day just to be here.
Wow.
This is really their intent for the day. They just didn't pass by. They intentionally wanted to be here. So, and I've been around, some of the booths, and rarely will you see the author, talking about the actual book. And here at the Reader's Magnet booth, we really have a treat for our visitors because they really get to know about the book straight from the author. But before we go further into, the book and the experience, before we get too carried away, maybe for our new viewers, you haven't tuned in for the past couple of days, we've had Dr. Ulusula Fadare, the author of the book Salvation, Your Passport to Heaven. So I will have you introduce yourself again to them, Doctor, if you don't mind, for our new viewers. So please go ahead and share a story about yourself to our audience.
I think you pronounce it very well.
Really?
Dr.
Thank you. Ulusula.
Yeah, Ulusula
Ulusula.
Fadare.
Ulusula, yes.
People just say Olu.
Olu. All right.
So I'm a writer and I'm a preacher. That is, I've pastored for years.
How many years?
Since 2005.
19 years. Wow.
Last year in New York.
Yeah.
So before we moved to Florida in the US. So I had this, wealth of experience and knowledge, depth of knowledge by the grace of God. So I can confidently write something guided by the Holy Spirit to be able to share with people so that they can know the direction of their life, so that they can know that their life has purpose and a plan from God. Once you know that your life has a purpose, the way you're going to conduct yourself, live your life is going to be different.
Okay.
It's not like just going after ambitions and goals only, especially those things that are just worldly. You're not going to be tied up with that.
Yeah.
But you want to also try the spiritual.
Yes.
So sometimes when I just one-on-one see people outside, not here, but where I live, and I'm telling them about Jesus Christ, about salvation, and they say, "Oh, I think I got to do something about my spirituality." So when we got here, and when we got a home, we bought a home also. So we were dealing with the finance. I think these are the one loan officer. So he had us coming, bringing documentations and things like that. So I tried to let him, know Christ, and I gave him a copy of this book, And it's not only this book; I have another book.
Oh.
Yeah. So
what is the title of your other book?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
More than a superstar.
So there's a play or a musical, right? Jesus is superstar, but
More.
yours is more than a superstar. That is clever.
The musical
That is clever.
or the movie. Yes, we say Jesus. When I saw it, and I said, Jesus is a superstar.
More than a superstar.
More than a superstar. So in that book, I brought out some truths, facts that you cannot rank Jesus, as a superstar. It's not just a celebrity. He's the Lord of Lords, King of Kings. See? He has a unique position, very, very different from the level of angels.
Yeah.
Because he's master of angels. He's their master. And you know what? He's our master too.
Yeah.
So we love him and we want people to know him. And the essence of it is that you cannot know the Father or claim to know the Father God except through Jesus Christ. Yeah, I found out that, Before I thought I knew Jesus. God. I
Yeah.
thought I knew God.
Yeah.
Oh God, the creator, oh God, and things like that.
Yeah.
But then there was a time I didn't believe no more. And I thought, it's not answering prayers.
Yeah.
When I got saved, salvation,
Salvation.
or born again, then I really knew the Father. So, which means you cannot go to the Father except through Jesus Christ.
Right.
Because it is Jesus that will, by the Spirit, show you the Father.
Yes.
You know. But the Father also will lead you to Jesus Christ because the one who died for our sins.
Right.
See?
Right.
So it's just wonderful. Anyone that reads it, like someone said 2 days ago here, said, "Oh, I must get this book."
Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday. That was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Oh, okay. That was
Yeah.
another one day before yesterday when you were not here.
Ah. Okay. Okay.
I must get this book. And
Right.
then another one said, he said, when you going sampling, books and things and all things like that, you will not see book on salvation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can see so many things about salvation. But in actual fact, there is a condition where people can say, I'm saved, I'm saved. I've met people like that. Even my own, because we have churches in Africa and we have one in Nigeria. And when I was praying for one lady, the Lord made me to know that she was not born again. Even though she was leading a chorus, she was, good.
So how
young
did
lady.
you know?
By the Spirit.
Oh wow, you feel it.
It's not a feeling, it's just the spirit.
You're-
The spirit
Yeah.
is something of an animal, right?
Yeah.
So that when you have that gift,
You have discernment.
it's just like the gift of word of knowledge.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
you are not strange to Christianity.
Yep.
So when you have the word of knowledge, you say, hey, you know what? Something is happening with your family.
And then someone will say, "How did you
I don't
know?"
know.
Right.
That's word of
It's
knowledge.
amazing that way.
Yeah.
Well, do we have questions from our audience? Please feel free to, send us your questions, and the team will send me. That's why I'm holding my phone. The team will send me the question through our main line of communication. So please send over your questions if you would like to know more about the book and about Dr. Fadare. But let me go back to our conversation though. So you said, you have this message, and yesterday I was telling you that this is such an important message. Now, you thought of writing a book. Do you know the process when you started this? How to write a book? Do you start with a manuscript, get a publisher? How did you get started putting your message into a book?
Okay, because before this, I've been into writing, right? Because that was what I trained for in school.
Yeah, okay.
And, yeah, so even in school, we've been writing things like short stories. For when I was doing my master's, level, right? Before you can graduate, you got to have a full-length novel or full-length play. Or
Is there a word count? Word count?
what?
Number of words? Minimum?
No. No.
When you say full
I
length.
think, yeah, full length. I think they told us, which I can't recollect now.
Yeah.
So it will be like, probably it will be like 150 pages for
Okay,
a novel.
pages. Okay.
Yeah, for a novel.
All right.
But for a play, it will be like 100 to 120.
Okay.
I wrote a play.
Yeah.
So I wrote a play, and that play has to be marked, reviewed by 3 professors before you can be awarded that master.
Right.
So before that, in the level, graduate level, undergraduate level, so I've been into writing and poetry and this. So writing this, I started just like others. Just start writing drafts.
How long did it take you to write this?
To put it together, because I wasn't so free with my time, so it took like 2 years.
2 years, okay.
To get everything together, because it's not like so easy. You got to be consistency has to be there. You got to edit yourself. You got to rewrite, some paragraphs.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put something out there
Mm.
that will be easy for people to read.
Yeah.
It's not just for university students.
Yeah.
Yes. So with
Yeah.
that, I just took my time, and as I was inspired by God, I would just put something there. I might be right there by the kitchen doing something, and I heard something.
Uh-huh.
Just go and ask him. Say,
Yeah,
that's an
yeah.
idea God wants me to develop.
Yeah.
So that's why I wrote this.
That gives us an appreciation to every book in here, right? It takes years to come up with one. You just don't write a book overnight or a week or a month.
Exactly.
Every book here is a masterpiece, just like Dr. Fadaris' book. So, yeah, readers would understand. That's why people are really passionate about reading, because they know this is someone's experience, knowledge, passion. Do we have questions, Fred, from the audience?
What are you moving forward?
Okay, question here. Thank you, Fred. What are you hoping for your readers will take away from reading the book of Salvation, Dr. Fadaris?
Okay. So by reading it, if they don't read it as a novel, it shouldn't be read as a novel.
All right.
Okay, these are factual books. So when they read it, they should be somewhere where they are not like distracted,
Yes.
and some things will be getting into them, like imbibing, some spiritual gems will be coming to them, and there's no way.
Spiritual dad.
Yeah, gems they're getting from it,
Yeah.
and that will drive them on their knees, and just they will believe Jesus Christ. It will be easy for them to get born again, because once my readers, right, who are now born again, get born again, that is salvation, they get the salvation, they will see that their life has totally changed, and that will be the beginning of a new life. They will see meanings for their life, purpose for their life, and the joy will be there. Not just
Happiness.
some
Joy.
yeah,
A deeper level of
exactly,
happiness.
but some enduring joy will be there. And
Despite circumstances, you have
and
your joy.
sorry, and also you cannot read this book and just stay by it, follow it, and you still have any problem with I would say depression. Never. Without even anybody praying for you, you will not, because some of the books, some of the I would say, the audience will understand it if I say quotes.
Yeah.
Quotes. So some of the quotes are from the Bible, and when you read it, you understand it. You can even use it as a form of prayer point. And when you pray, things happen. Yeah. Because prayer,
Changes
things, works wonders. Exactly. So whatever I am now, it is prayer that brought me here.
That's perfect.
God just let me know one time when I was in my lowest ebb. God just made me to see something, and I saw it on a truck. The prayer works wonder. And I never prayed before. Didn't believe in prayer, and I started to pray.
And it did wonders.
God delivered me from that predicament at that time. So since that time, prayer has been working wonders. We pray for the sick in our ministry. We pray for people with congestive heart failure, one person at least. That's one of the major ones. And as we pray for him, he just fell down and sweating and shaking within 5 minutes. And I said, God has healed you. That's the power of God upon him. And he happened to be the landlord of the church we were renting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was 2011.
That is
So he got saved. He said, now, this is a person who was dying.
Until now, the
Literally.
person is still here.
He's still there.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that Indian man is still there. He was literally dying. But after that, within those 7 days that he was ill, everybody was asking him, what happened to you? What happened? Which doctor have you They pray for me in the church upstairs.
Oh wow.
Mhm. So his life changed, everything changed. He was able to work, to do everything. And after that, we have prayed for someone who's on a comatose.
And then
And then that one is serious because when we wanted to go and pray, somebody told me from
Uh-huh.
my church, said, please, can you go with me so we can go pray for
Uh-huh.
her? And I said, sure, that's my job. I will pray for them. We do everything free. So we were about to go, and I called, I spoke with the sister,
okay.
and I said, oh, okay, I think I've met you before, and I mentioned her name. And I said, we are now going to your sister to pray in the hospital. She said, don't go. Do
Why?
not go. I was shocked. And I asked the lady in our church, I said, look, she said, don't go. Why do you want me to go then? So she spoke with her.
Yeah.
And then she actually told me, said, you know why I said don't go? We have determined that nothing can happen no more. She cannot come alive no more. We have disconnected life support. The doctors have disconnected it. We have bought casket.
It's ready.
Yes. And then we have piece of land to bury her. So we want that just.
Yeah.
And I said, no, you can't give up because we have Jesus. And the name of our ministry was called, Living God, the Living God Ministry.
Yeah.
I say, in our ministry, in our church, everything that is dead lives.
Oh wow.
And then after some persuasions, he said, go.
Okay.
We
And
went there, we prayed, nothing happened. The second time we went there, another Sunday, just like 15 minutes we prayed. And I said, now, the third time we're going to come here. I see you. Before we came, on Wednesday, she got up.
she just got up.
She just got up. The hospital was like, this is a miracle. The doctors couldn't believe it.
That is
After
wonderful.
3 weeks, she went for her daughter's marriage.
Oh wow.
Can you see?
Imagine that.
Can you see that? So things like that have happened. Okay, now
Yeah.
how did I start? I didn't just start, like you said, writing a book. It's not just one day or whatever. I started from the scratch, salvation.
Yes.
You got to know this Jesus very well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, once you know it, anything is possible.
Yes.
For you first, and then for others
Yeah.
as well.
Because you can't help but sharing the good news, right? You can't keep it to yourself. If you have the cure for cancer, for sure you will not keep it to yourself. So this is Dr. Fadari's way of sharing
Yeah.
what he has experienced when it comes to him knowing salvation, experiencing salvation, right? And sharing with everyone. So Dr. Fadari, I'm so sure a lot of people now are very
Yeah,
interested. So
yeah.
where can they get your book? Where can they find you? I heard you have a new Instagram account,
Okay,
right? So can you
okay.
share that with everyone?
Okay, we just got that, but Facebook will be good.
Yeah, what is your
Right.
Facebook name?
Olu Fadare.
Okay, OLUFADARE.
Okay.
Olu Fadare. All right.
And also they can email me as
Mhm.
well.
What's your email address?
Olu
Uh-huh.
Sola Fad.
Okay.
FAD.
Yeah, I see that in your poster. Olusolafad at AOL.com.
AOL.com.
Mhm.
So it's very important. They can go to Amazon
Mhm.
and Barnes and Noble bookstore
Okay.
and ReadersMagnet bookstore
Readers
online.
Magnet bookstore.
All online.
All online.
Yeah.
All right. That's easy, everyone. Or you can just drop by here at Hong Kong Book Fair. Perhaps you have an extra copy, right? Or better yet, go to Readers Magnet bookstore, readersmagnet.com/bookstore, or Amazon, Barnes and Noble, or have a chat with Dr. Fadari in his Facebook account. Thank you so much. We'll talk more in the afternoon. Okay, and we'll see more of you. Until when are you staying here at the Hong Kong Book Fair?
I will be next week.
Until Tuesday. All right. Well, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
So much. And thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be back. And we are back for our book shout out for the day. I'm so sure that all of you, especially our viewers, are very excited for this segment. I believe this is one of the most awaited segment here at the Hong Kong Book Fair. For you authors out there who would want your books to be mentioned and shown here at the Hong Kong Book Fair, all you have to do is just to follow the mechanics that we have found in our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/readersmagnet and you will see the mechanics. So we have a couple of authors that we would want to do a shout out for and their books. So let me start with a book entitled Keep on Walking, a transformative and inspirational journey by Dr. Sheldon R.S. Crocker. So, the synopsis of this book says embark on a transformative journey with Keep on Walking, a transformative and inspirational journey beyond a autobiography. So, this is a story of the life of Sheldon R.S. Crocker. This profound narrative delves deep into recovery, the heart of addiction recovery, childhood trauma, and the resilience required to navigate life's challenges. So you have on your screen the cover of the book, and feel free to look it up on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. All right, so shout out to you, Sheldon Crocker. If you are watching, thank you for joining our promo, and you guys watch out for that book. All right, on to the next book. We have a book from still the same Sheldon R.S. Crocker. So this is the second book. Let me see if there's a third one. No, just the second one from Sheldon. The title of the book is The Road to Resilience, a memoir of overcoming adversity. Resilience Reborn, the path from struggle to empowered existence. The Road to Resilience is a poignant narrative that chronicles the author's triumph over adversity. Set in Newfoundland, this memoir goes beyond personal struggle to offering hope and inspiration to readers navigating their own challenges. It explores themes of resilience, perseverance, and the transformative power of community support. Ideal for those seeking encouragement and practical advice, it is a heartfelt testament finding strength in the face of life's toughest trial. So another inspirational book from Sheldon R.S. Crocker. So you have the book cover right there. And again, it is available in Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us and allowing us to share your story with the world, Sheldon R.S. Crocker. Next, we have a book by Darlene Hopkins Thorne. The book is entitled Focused and Aligned Part 2, The Birthing Room. Interesting. And there's a lot of authors from this book as well. Okay, so you have the it is a compilation. Oh, I see. It's a compilation of 10 amazing women of God sharing their transparent life experiences about when they birthed the gift of God placed in on the inside of them. They will be answering questions of what did it feel like to birth your gift? What did it smell like? What did it sound like? What did it look like? Each one of us were created in God's image and likeness, so there may be a sound, a smell, feeling, or viewpoint from your gift. You will learn all about the birthing process of these amazing authors. This anthology is designed to help women, not just women and men become focused and aligned on God and find his purpose and plan for your life. So 10 amazing stories. All right. Next, we have the book entitled Melvin the Hairy Frog, a hairy frog tale by Ram Gulrajani. So you have the cover right there. It's cute. Uh huh. All right. It is an illustrated book for young readers which celebrates being different and how we all have a purpose and belong, encouraging inclusion and friendship. All right. And the last is by Jacob Harvey, Red Law. The Queen's Adventure, an epic tale by Jacob Harvey Redlow. Excuse me, let me. All right, let me just get something right there. So, the fifth book, we have the cover right there. The Queen's Adventure by Jacob Harvey Redlow. I hope you're watching right now. So this story and series takes the reader from the depths of fear and hopelessness through many twists and turns of social interplay as events seem over to dim the light of hope with mankind. Yet unknown to most people, quietly, except for the very first general announcement, adventurous studying into the very nature of mind, spirit, and world is progressing toward a world where the unimaginably fruitful and happy future is becoming possible for all mankind. So in this tale, the author has taken a liberty of unexpected but not directly identified of his protagonist, although they would be obvious to many. Very interesting, but have taken up the narrative of those affected by the existence of each. So that again is the book entitled The Queen's Adventure, an epic tale by Jacob Harvey Redlaw. So I hope you're watching right now, Jacob. We will do more shout outs of your book in our next sessions. But again, thank you so much, everyone, for participating. If you want to join, if you want your book to be mentioned, just go to our Facebook page and you will see the mechanics right there. So thank you so much and talk to you again later.